Over the years, we've done a lot of plastic surgery stories, but nothing close to what the two people you're about to meet have had done to themselves. Did they do it to look better or just to make other people look at them? Here's Sharon Alfonsi.
No matter how strange the desire, from supersizing your breast to transforming into a human Ken doll, when it comes to plastic surgery, is beauty getting more extreme? With those chiseled cheekbones and sculpted biceps, Justin Jedlicka is a self-proclaimed addict.
I love to really metamorphosize myself, and the stranger the surgery, the better.
Really?
Yeah, bucking the norm is so much fun.
Over the past decade, he's had dozens of surgeries.
I've had cranial brow bone shave, cheek augmentation,
4 sets of lip injections,
pec implants,
Chin augmentation.
bicep implants, tricep implants.
The grand total, 90.
90 procedures.
Correct.
And when will you stop?
Why would I stop?
Those 90 procedures have transformed Justin into a living sculpture of silicone. Nearly every inch of his upper body bulges with implants.
I started with my glutes.
What did you want done?
Perky, high, tight.
13 sessions later, he has a ledge to rival Kim Kardashian's, but it didn't end there.
Then after I did the chest, people used to come up to me and say, do you just work out your chest because it's so amazing, but you have no arms? So I ended up going and was looking for a doctor then who would do bicep tricep implants.
Let me throw out a crazy question. Why not just work out to get biceps and triceps?
That is so not exciting, not glamorous or fabulous.
As a child, he was an overachiever, a straight-A student with a secret loathing.
My nose was always a big source of tension in my head. For me, it was something that was astronomically huge.
It took him 5 nose jobs to achieve something close to his ideal. Close.
It was still not 100%. From 3/4 this way, this side could be tacked in here, the cartilage could be tacked in like a tish, and this could be rotated up about 1.5 millimeters.
Okay,
Something like that.
that sounds crazy.
It's being very particular.
What do you see when you look in the mirror?
I still think I'm a very handsome guy. I always have after my first nose job. And the first nose job was a need, and everything after that has been a want. I love what it is I've allowed myself to become.
Just show yourself to the camera.
His quest caught the attention of photographer Phil Toledano, who was working on a book about a new kind of beauty.
Lovely. A lot of the choices people are making in terms of beauty have nothing to do with trying to look like archetypes of beauty that we've seen before.
But defining his own standard of beauty has cost Justin almost $100,000. Is his obsession a psychological disorder?
I think I have a very clear picture of how I look when I look in the mirror.
But Dr. Drew Orden, a Beverly Hills plastic and reconstructive surgeon, disagrees.
My assessment in a word, disturbing. We're talking six-pack implant, chest implants, biceps implant. Wow. I mean, he is jeopardizing his health, his well-being with all of these procedures.
But Dr. Orden admits that plastic surgery is heading down a new and radical path.
The coconut is probably a pretty darn good size for most people.
Though most women are sizing up about 20% larger than in the past, some are going even bigger.
A melon, this is awful, awful big. Again, not my taste, but if you have a bigger woman, then, you know, this size of breast might fit the rest of her figure.
Lacey Wild is all that and more. She has the 7th largest breasts in the world.
There's a million blonde girls with big boobs in this world, but there's not a million blonde girls with humongous boobs in this world. Just so happens that I am one of those.
How much do your breasts weigh?
21 pounds.
Each?
Together.
Together. So why are you doing this?
I do this to take care of my family and to make money.
Do you think you look beautiful?
I think I look like a regular girl, but it just to the extreme.
A regular girl with L-size cups.
I know, you don't see me on every corner.
At home in Hollywood, Florida, she tries to hide her assets so she looks like the mom next door.
Extra large pants, extra large jacket is required for this operation. So look, normal mom, right? In 100-degree weather.
On the way to picking up her kids from school, she talks about how she makes her living.
You know, I do public appearances. I have a website I have to go to every day. I just got asked to go to the grand opening of a daycare because they want the dads to get involved. I was like,
no matter the rewards, those volleyball-sized breasts do restrict her life.
I can't run and do things. I can't work out. I can't jog. My implants setting on my ribs have actually indented my ribs.
And sleeping under the weight of 2 bowling balls takes weird choreography.
After a little while, I can't take it anymore. I feel like I'm being suffocated, so then I'll turn.
It's no surprise that she has to custom make her bras, but her breasts are so heavy that her doctor surgically implanted a pigskin corset into her chest to support them.
You can feel it. It goes all the way down.
It wasn't always this way. Before she was Lacey, she was Paula, just a poor girl from West Virginia.
That's the house I grew up in. I slept on the floor. I don't think I'll ever be that poor again.
She married at 16, was divorced with 2 kids by 21. Lacey was scraping by on her salary as a waitress when suddenly she had an inspiration.
I knew that the girls that were waitressing were making the most money, that had the bigger boobs.
12 breast surgeries later, Lacey Wild was born. She says her oversized breasts earn her thousands.
What do the world's biggest boob models make?
You can make about $250,000 a year.
But for her children, the costs of living with a mom who looks like this are high. On this day, her public appearance at a weekend event draws a mob. And that brunette next to her, that's her daughter, Tori.
It's just crazy. It's annoying. It's really like, I feel like we should have a normal time, you know, walking down the street. But I wish she could take them off when we go places together.
Amazingly, she's now preparing to go even bigger, from a triple L cup to a triple M. But her last implants were so large that she tore a pectoral muscle and started hemorrhaging. And now, no doctor in America is willing to do her next operation.
I went into this knowing that there were going to be very big risks involved, and I'm ready to take that chance.
But Tori is upset about that gamble.
You know, when people like put on the internet like, oh, I'm gonna kill myself or I'm gonna do this, people write on there like, do it, because they don't really care about you. They just want to see you do something crazy, and then they're done. So you're gonna do it?
Well, I haven't done it yet, so.
That wasn't what I asked.
How are you making more money if it's an M versus an L? Big
I'll be the
big.
#1 booked breast star in the world, I'm sure.
But then people will start booking her, kind of like, you know, when you go see like the 2-headed man. You know, it's not like they're booking her because, oh wow, she's
Thank
like
you,
sexy.
dear. I just love you saying that.
Like, you know,
She's
like
basically
people...
saying I'm the sideshow. I'm not going to do this forever. There will be a day that I do settle down in my little house in the country or whatever, and I take my implants out and I look like I used to, just with gray hair.
It's hard to say what really drives the obsession Lacey and Justin have with their bodies.
The way this world works, sex sells. The world has actually made Lacey Wild, not me.
But at the end of the day, I couldn't help but wonder, does plastic make perfect?
There is no perfect. I don't think that there is any real end point.
You have to wonder if all this surgery is about making us look better or just about making other people look twice.